And we're live. Good grief. So, yeah, easier way to say who's not crying. I mean, all the regulars are crying. I ain't getting no money no more. YouTube's not paying my bills anymore. What shall I do? Uh, you should have had a plan B, is what you should have done. just saying that, those plan Bs aren't just for that overnight wham bam thank you ma'am. But I digress. I'm hoping Whiny Boy will come over here. I should go see if he's blocked. I don't think he is. Hey, Gerald. Hey, Tribe. Elbow. Joseph. Yeah, money's getting tight right now. People are holding on to their pennies, if you know what I mean. Ching ching. Except poor little Rich Life. Oh my God, he's got that penny that's worth $2 million. Oh, and so many people just wanted Forrest Johnston. Can we all have a together sigh of, oh hell no? Oh hell no. No, no. No, no, Rich. Nobody's after your package. None of them. For one, most of the people that hang out in my chat have a brain and they know how to use it. And that's a good thing. That's a quality trait. But you, Richie Rich, Richie Rich. Oh my goodness. Yeah, exactly. Elbow needs a plan B too, as per his sister Janet telling him so. But, why would you listen to family? I mean, really, they know you more than anybody. Oh, right, because you've alienated them too. But, yeah, Richie, you just need to cool your jets a little bit. I don't bother nobody. Well, you know what? Every time you talk about somebody's grow on their porch and what they have and what you've seen, that's bothering people. You bother people every day and you go on people's panels. It's been 3 days and you've been talking about the same thing. Oh, that damn Cajun Kim. Oh, that computer chick. Oh, Jen. Oh, Monkey Boy. Yeah, they're all stalking me. Nobody's stalking you. You seem to be the one that's stalking everybody else there, Richie Life. Just saying, most of us have lives. Like me, would I come on, what, once a week, maybe, at the most anymore? Hmm. Yeah, he's still around. He's still trying to get up on panels, and it's always the same story. Poor me, poor me. Nobody won't leave me alone. They won't leave my videos alone. Rich Life, get the pacifier out of your mouth and grow the fuck up. Honestly, just grow up. Quit being a 12-year-old little boy. Because at this point, that's what you act like. You act like a scorned 12-year-old boy. And for our sake, at least learn how to spell. Please, please, I, just learn how to spell. It's not that hard. It's really not. If you're using a computer or a phone, there's a thing called spell check. Learn about it. Utilize it. Because at this point, nobody can tell what the hell you're talking about. And when you do speech to text to speech, it just makes you look like an imbecile, bumbling idiot. And granted, I don't like to talk about you much because I don't. But in this case, you left yourself open to people commenting. So it's a slow Saturday afternoon at my place. Not a lot going on. It's raining, so I'm at home. And I listened to the mangoes last night just because somebody told me I'd get a good laugh out of it. And I did. I got a good laugh out of it. I did, Joseph. Yeah, all these middle aged men who are stuck at 12, maybe 13, but I doubt 12 years old, whining and crying about the same things they've been whining and crying about for years. And when you start complaining about this same damn thing every time and everywhere you go, and you don't get a different response, you know what's that's called? It's called insanity. When you do things over and over again, expecting a different outcome. So, Rich, YouTube and social media is not the place for you if you don't like people talking about you. Hey, Kev, and I want you to come up here, by the way, because I want you to have a voice because apparently he sees you, but he wants to blow you off. And I want to give you a voice. 20, I know. How ridiculous is that? You know, just, just really. So what 27 years ago, what that would be 1990, what, 7? 1990, no, 1995? Hey, computer chick, you can come up too if you want. I'd love to have some company. Man, yeah, yeah. There's, there's a core following on every channel. I mean, let's just face it. It's these new bozos that come along. 2005 when YouTube started. Well, that's not 27 years ago. Not even by the way he does math or the lack of. Ah, uh, why is this doing this? I love when I get messages like that. Thank you. Ah, okay, I got you. No, you wouldn't be boring. No, not with me. But I thought I'd give you a chance, you know. And we all need a good laugh every once in a while. And if that happens to be at the expense of somebody who makes himself look like a total idiot, well, then we get a good laugh from it. And try to strike my channel. I dare ya. I dare you, Richie Rich. Because you know what? It wouldn't stick. I'm not using any of your so called material. Yeah, it is. Hey, Quirky Aloha. Um, oh, jeez, Joseph, God. I know, computer chick. He's not man enough. He's not mature. I should say, let me say it this way. He's not mentally mature enough to have somebody tell him the truth. Hey, Danique Aloha. And, you know, tell people the way it is. No, he has to go around sneaky, sneaky, McSneaky, and Mr. Snarky, thinking he's going to get anywhere. You know, all that's going to get you is a real life beatdown. because you're going to piss off the wrong people in the wrong room, Richie Rich. And you will, how will I say, get your just desserts. You know, we know how you like those fudge bars. You know, what was it, 3 boxes in a sitting? Yeah, he's all talk. Kev, it's to the point where he's more ridiculous, and I can't even believe I'm saying this myself, but I am. He's more ridiculous than Elbow. I mean, really. He's more immature. God, I can't even believe I'm saying that either. I could, and we didn't think that there could be anyone worse than Elbow. Good God. Then came along Mark Terry, Skid Mark, and then came along Richie Rich. Worse, so worse. Oh, I know he's of course I put it in, he saw what I said I was gonna go live. Of course. What do you think? I'm banking on it. I should send him a link. I don't have he's got me blocked on Twitter though, I'm sure. You know. Yep, there you go, computer chick. Oh, lions and tigers and elbows and rich life and MTs, oh my. Yeah, join ah, hold on, let me set this up. I should be on my other phone. Hold on. Darn it. All right, why is this doing this? All right, hold on. Okay, now I got it, I think. You know, and here's a tip for all you e-beggars out there who want to bend the truth, twist the truth, out and out lie about the truth. You know, it might serve you well to get a little pocket notebook that you can have handy either next to your phone, hey Fundy Aloha, um, or your computer, and write down your lies because we remember your lies better than you do. And then we call them out on you. And I say we as the group of naysayers who call out people who are stupid and liars and such, or just complete dumbasses for that matter. And see, Richie Rich, when you go after somebody, say on social media, who's done nothing but said the truth about you, i.e., your $1,000,000 penny, i.e., Cajun Kev, who happens to be a coin collector and happens to have more knowledge than the average person about coins and money and such. But when you just want to say he's just causing trouble because he says the truth, um, you make yourself look like a total idiot. Oh, what am I saying? He is a total idiot. Good God. Okay, strike that. You're an idiot. Just straight up. Your family just needs to turn off your internet and your phones and just give you an Escalade and send you on your way. Go up to your property wherever that is in Arizona or whatever the fuck it was. Because at this point, I'm I'm sorry, Kev. I didn't mean to snort. Um, you might not want to alienate, call a liar, try to strike their channel, which isn't a very smart idea to people who have and hold more knowledge than you do, Richie Rich. It's not a smart move. And, you know, you just want to play show and tell on any panel you can go on, and you bitch about the same things that everybody, is going on. They're bothering me. They're using my material. Well, let me tell you something. There's somebody in the side chat right now, Computer Chick Productions, TM, registered trademark, um, who doesn't use your videos. Hers are animation. You lay no claim to her material. You think you do because it's about you, but you hold nothing of that. That's not any of your production. It's not any of your private information because once you put it out there on the internet, it's out there. And a lot of times it stays out there because what do people do? They capture it and they bring to light your silliness. Hey, Brandon, aloha. Exactly, Kev. He tries to embellish the objects that he holds. Railroad tie, pennies from heaven. What else? Oh, big heavy chains around your neck. Um, no. And if you did buy those, you bought those with a credit card that you said you had what, a $50,000 limit on it? Well, let me just tell you this. No credit card company would ever give a man that has no income, he's on a fixed income, would ever give you a credit card that you have to pay. Now, somebody else may have to pay this, like your brother maybe, or your mom or whoever, but you don't have the means to pay that. So if you're buying these things on a credit card, you don't have that wealth. You can just buy stuff with that. It doesn't make you a rich man. It makes you a foolish man. Oh, and the Rolex. Yes, the Rolex. Chrissy. Really? After Brad Silverdog so eloquently pointed out in a video form, side by side comparison to a authentic Rolex. You don't have a fake Rolex. Well, you have a watch. It is a replica of a Rolex of the same maker. But obviously, the one you hold has internal flaws that show that somebody who has knowledge on Rolexes or watches, in general, can point out that in fact it is a replica. And I'm not going to use the word fake because that's really not, it doesn't describe it as well. A replica, a knockoff, yes, it is a watch. It may keep time. I doubt it that it will because it's probably got Chinese uh, clockworks in it instead of Swiss, which, if you would know anything about Rolex watches and could tell the telltale signs of a replica Rolex, it makes you look like a fool. You're trying to convince people that, oh, you have this, and oh, you have that. But in reality, you have nothing. You have no more YouTube channel. You don't have any friends that we know of. You call them friends, but you don't even know their names. And why do you keep saying, "Oh, I'm gonna rage quit"? You told G last night, "I'm just gonna block. I'm gonna delete my TikTok and blah 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 blah." Well, your TikTok is still up. Your words, "I'm quitting YouTube," are old and tired. We've heard it all before. And do we believe any of it? Oh, hell no. That's what he said, Fundy. $50,000 credit card. Now, he may not have had his glasses on at the time, and he may have misread 5,000, 50,000 being 5,000. I kind of doubt that either, because I have excellent credit with zero debt, and I can't even get a $50,000 credit limit. So, and I have a permanent income. I have retirement. I pay taxes on my retirement yearly. So I can count that as income. Now, when you receive disability through the government, i.e., SSDI, that's not considered income. You're not working for it. It's a handout, it's welfare. Now, once you retire, or you age out at 65 and decide to retire and to collect your Social Security, which is not SSDI or SSI, then that is also taxable, I do believe. I haven't gotten to 65 years old yet, but that's what I think. I could be wrong. It's happened once before. Um, well, Kev, he said he had 33 jobs in his lifetime. Okay, so let's think this through a minute. Walking into a pawn shop and talking to the person behind the counter does not make it a job. You're a patron of that establishment. It doesn't mean you work there. And if you sold things to the pawn shop, it doesn't mean that's income that you worked. No. Yes, Kevin, exactly. Ding, 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 ding. um, yeah, exactly, computer chick. Exactly. Well, I can't wait until I turn 65 because my income won't change, but my oh, how do I want to say this? I'll get my Social Security retirement. Right now, I'm just retired from the state of California. So there's that. And how did I do that at 50? I retired at 50. 50. I was able to retire because I planned my life. I sat down and I made a timeline of what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go, and how I wanted to get there. And I didn't wait like some bozos in broken down vans that got had to get towed away. I started in my 20s. I didn't start in my 40s. By the time I was 40, I was halfway to my retirement. Because you see, all the jobs I had with the state, all accumulated time, made for a nice little retirement. Well, he was on One Tree Hill, or was it Dawson's Creek? I can't remember which one. One of those. Um, for one, no, no, no. For two, hell no. Just because you were on set or you were by where they were filming doesn't mean you were in the production of either in front of the camera or behind the camera. Dawson's Creek. Okay. Funny. I love that you make me laugh. I really do. um, all I could think of in that picture was an elephant's foot. You know, um, I've never seen that much distance between a thumb and a finger. It almost looked like distorted, you know. And it kind of looks like he's been dragging his knuckles a little bit, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. Well, yeah, it looks swollen. Yes, indeed, Kev. Yeah. Same with his feet, you know. Good God, don't show us your feet. Oh, please, never, don't ever show us your feet. Oh God, I'd have to stab my own eyes out. I really would. Um, yeah, no. And it's like, dude, you're using filters on your Facebook. When we see the unfiltered pictures, dude, you're looking old. You're looking really, really haggard and old. The picture with you and what, one of your sisters, maybe even two of your sisters. I know Janet was in the picture with you. My God, they're taller than you are. And with the gray pants, I just thought more of elephant anyway. And what was in his pocket that was hanging down to his knees so it looked like he had the half of the library in his front pocket? I mean, really. Who takes a picture? Who has that much shit in their front pocket that it hangs down to your knee? Oh, wait a minute. Well, this is Elbow we're talking about, right? Oh God, I forgot. Yeah, he's 5'4". He's no taller than I am. Yeah, it could be Kev. God knows. But I looked through some other things trying to see if he was, being the stream snipe that he's been in the past at those events. The Assyrian, God knows, I don't know what they are, picnic or whatever in the park. Well, Janet is the alpha male. Kudos to Janet. She needs to beat down her brother a little more and tell him to snap out of it. And we can go into detail about why and how come, but what's the point? You know, we already laugh at him anyway. Well, Fundy Coast and being hung like a tuna can isn't something to brag about either. And why would you, your main reason for your late start leaving Mexico was you had to pick up more Viagra? Um, why? Why? I mean, I've never seen a tuna can more than what, an inch or two? Not even two, maybe an inch and a quarter. The girth is there, but the length is gone. And no, and that's why I say he's hung like a tuna can, and probably about as rank and stanky as a day-old tuna can in the sun. I would imagine. I mean, he doesn't have a van now. How is he? How is he getting around? Hey, Brad Silverdog, aloha. How is he getting his dollar coffee in the morning or at night, whenever he's not working? If he's working, that's not to say he is working. Um, but you know, I can't with myself times, you guys. Mm, sometimes I just have to hold my tongue and be a lady and think of another way to say something so it's not so sharp that it cuts like a knife, but it should. And going to the we already know what casino you went to. We know what both of them you went to, or if it was two of them, or it was one of them. I don't know. Yep, little man syndrome. You got that right. Kev, you're probably right. Either that or his wife had enough of Elbow's neediness. He's always, I mean, being that is the Lisa Marie got towed. And let me tell you, I don't know about you guys, but when I saw that, I did a little jig because karma, yes, the mighty karma, finally, finally gave us something to be happy about, you know? And if it's a problem with the steering column again, which she's already repaired that, what, once, twice, three times now? Um, there might be an externally force upon that steering column, i.e., hefting your fat ass up into the seat, grabbing onto it like for dear life, because if not, you'd never make it. You got to jump up in that seat. Does he still have running boards on that side? I know he doesn't on the passenger side. I got running boards on my side. My truck's easy to get in and out of. But I'm not 5'4" and what, 340? No. No, Elbow. That's where you're wrong. That would be you. And I'm sorry that if you think wearing that tan tablecloth with a black turtleneck sweater underneath it in August is a good look, and his pinky finger up in the air, is that gang sign for "Hey boys, I'm available"? Because it just looked really odd. It was more of a "come hither, boys. I'm here, boys." I'm here. Come here. I'm available. Because we sure as hell know none of the girls are. Because he told us that himself. That um he couldn't even score, a drunk chick. What would have been better, and I think actually really happened, she didn't leave her drink on the counter. Oh, no, no, no. She probably threw it in his face. God, please. Please, if that woman had any sense of grace at all in her life, please have thrown that drink in his face. Please. For asking you all those stupid personal questions that he tells me are none of my business. But yet he'll ask me the same questions. Hmm. Right? Yeah, Miss Lola, she's the star of the show there. I wish Waddy was as cute, but he's just a little turd. So yeah, Uncle Fester. Oh God. And that video right there shows that he's using the filters in his Facebook. He's trying to make his skin look like he's 20 again. Newsflash, Elbow, that isn't going to happen because once they see you in real life, they'll realize, oh my God, he's only 5'4" and he's 330. Holy shit. And he's 40 years old and doesn't have a job or a home or can even afford to rent an apartment. Oh my God. Why would any woman in her own desires, needs, wants, want anything to do with him, whether he's paying her or not for said company? Oh, I just said a lot, didn't I? Hmm. Hey, Dave, aloha. Yes, he is finally quiet. It was well as he should be. Yes, she's much better than Missy Foo Foo. And I don't know if Missy Foo Foo is the cat or if that's Brian. It could kind of go either way. Well, computer chick, I, as well as Brad Silverdog, as well as a few other people, have tried to give Brian some advice. Exactly, Kev. That's my point. That's my point. So the filters just shows what a prima donna he really is. He really is Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. I mean, what man at his stage in life, what, 40? Not even 40 yet. He's still 39. Has to use filters to make himself more attractive. I'm sorry, I like the look of a rugged man. I don't want somebody who is, you know, trying to portray themselves as someone else. And the filters, that's, what catfishing. It just boggles my mind. Elbow, you're not getting any younger. You're going to be 40 in a couple of months, and it shows. Your beard is gray. Your hair is basically non existent from the top of your head to your neck. I mean, I guess you could do the comb over, but you've gone for the Uncle Fester look instead. Bald is beautiful, baby. But, you know, even all that cocoa butter or that coconut lotion or whatever the hell you're using. isn't going to help. It's not going to make your face all soft and supple anymore. You look like you've been rode hard, just rode hard. Nobody put you away wet. You just been rode hard, and it shows. It really does. That you doing that makes you uncomfortable in your own skin. You realize that, don't you, Elbow? That having to use filters to try to make yourself appear something that you're not, it's all an illusion. It's smoke and mirrors, folks. Smoke and mirrors. It's not going to make you any younger. You may like the picture and you may think it makes you look younger, but it really doesn't. It makes you look like a vain, narcissistic, egotistical egotist. There's a mouthful for you. Hey, Rebel Hump. Oh, sharp dress. God, he's just, he needs to keep the gray or silver one. I don't know what color it is, gray, silver. Because you always want to, as a man or even as a woman, have that either that one dress in your closet or that one suit in your closet, or in his case, that one suit in your tub underneath your bed as the clothing that would be appropriate to bury you in. Now, Elbow, you might want to have the gray one dry cleaned, because you don't just go throw those in the wash machine at the laundromat. You just don't do that. Which you kind of already looks like you did, but you shouldn't. And leave it in the plastic from the dry cleaners. Maybe have your sister to hang it up in her closet or something so it doesn't get moldy or dusty or dirty or funky from stuff that's in your van. Because you always want something nice that would be appropriate to put you in. Now, on that note, which is a little morbid, but it's true, the tan one makes you look like a giant turd. Yes, folks, I said it. A giant turd. Well, Brad, that's what all of it's the group, and let me make a group assessment here. Enough said, Seeds. Enough said. Bravo. Oh God, I can see it now. Oh gosh. Uh, hey, Steve. Aloha. Um, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, your tan turd suit. Yeah, you think you're styling and profiling, um, and you think people are looking at you because you're so handsome. No, they're looking at you, looking at each other, and busting and laughing like the rest of us. That this guy, who the sleeves go down past his knuckles, who never had it tailored so it fits for a man who's, 6 feet, but you are only 5'4", 5'7" with your red lady boots on, like it says on your mugshot. But that's not the truth, because we all lie on our licenses. We all lie about our height now, don't we? I don't. I'm 5'4", 4.5 on a good day. But in that picture that you're standing next to the guy with his arms crossed and Janet on the other side. Now, if she stood up straight, she'd be as tall as you are. Not only that, she has a wicked right hand that could just knock your teeth out. And actually, I think maybe that's how you chipped your tooth. Anyway, I'm sorry, I make myself laugh. It's so easy. Mm, what did Kitten's cat say? Well, it'd be a 5 foot shawarma with a half a foot left over. You know, so there's that. Um, um, no, it was a picture on his personal Facebook, I guess. I don't know. Somebody sent it to me. And it's with the gray pants and the library in his pocket down to his knees. Um, but the reason why he got those suits, he says at a discount, because they'd probably been hanging on the rack since the late 70s, maybe even the early 80s. Let's face it. Hey, Sapphire Blue Aloha. Card 40. There you go. Well, I want to know, Brad. Um, yes, friend is the key word. His only friend is himself. Um, and since he was on the outs with Mr. X, which I'm really hoping he still is, but who knows? Um, a 40-year-old man with diabetes, have had diabetes ever since we first told him he had diabetes. And it wasn't pre-diabetes, it's full on. Because you don't take glucose or whatever the name of that is if you're just your A1C is up. It just doesn't happen that way. And I kind of know a little bit about it. So, uh, yeah, like Patrick was his friend. Exactly. Yes. Yeah, that's what I heard too, Brad. Um, so I guess his only mentor, I think that might be the right word, mentor, um, Jory. Hey, Dorit Aloha. Um, well, Monica, change the subject here a little bit. Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute. Oh, skid mark. Norm F's money. And if you don't know this, it shouldn't be news to you. But Norm F's money had strings attached to it. He just didn't give these, in quote, men, middle aged men, money for nothing. Oh no, contraire. They had to dance like little monkeys to get his money. Bergs, Mark Terry, a few others, but Bergs and Mark Terry were the two that stand out to me, who had to perform certain tasks, shall we say, for the money that Norm gave them. Why do you think that Bergs, along with Mark Terry, are singing the same song about Norm F? Is because they both paid a price for the money that was given to them. Now, what else did they do for that money? I really don't know. I can speculate, assume, allegedly think that one on one videos made with Norm were, let's shall we say, less than manly. Well, that too, Brad. I'm sorry, Kev. But did Norm pass away? No, Norm didn't pass away, but his card got canceled. He's deep in debt right now. And unfortunately, that's really sad. Um I mean, Norm is a big boy. Um he can spend his money the way he wants, but I think it just shows the true person that Mark Terry and Bergs is as to attacking him after he quit giving them money. Mark was over there calling him everything but the child of God for not giving him more money. Bergs too. The only one that ever doesn't do that is Elbow. And I will give it to Elbow. He did go and meet Norm. And he gave us a glimpse into Normland. As odd and as usual as it was, we got a glimpse. Yes, trying to shame Norm. Exactly. When middle aged men are basically on their knees, sucking the money train that is Norm F for a couple of dollars. So I don't know what they expect people to spend and gave them money and then stops and they act like it's, the worst thing in the world. I just don't get it. Oh, hold on. Uh, I wouldn't doubt that a bit, Rublin. Elbow, he, okay, I'm stopping myself and I'm censoring myself and I'm going to be a lady. As hard as that is for me, Mm. Yes, Mr. X was a script writer, so is Drury. Um, Rub One, I mean, Derby, did you see that his van was towed and that we all got so much joy from that? That van is not worth any more than I'm selling my Xterra for. For one, he doesn't have the title on it. He tried to say earlier this summer that he'd hold on. All right. Come on, you guys. Who has the title? He doesn't. I think, allegedly, supposedly, my opinion, that he got a payday loan or he went to a title loan company and um, he got a title loan on the van. Because as far as we saw, when David Guns was so kind enough to show us his license plate, which he wasn't the first one, Elbow did it the night before, dumbass, that the tags said it's 721. 7 of 20 or 7 of 21. I can't remember which one. There. Taken care of. We're done. The steadfast rule in here is you don't attack other people in my side chat, no matter who you are. Fendi, I'm sorry, but you gotta go. I won't have it. So, there. Taken care of. Well, to read 6 cents, 10 cents, whatever the going rate was for the day. And then my thinking is that, and he said that he had changed license plates, which was a bold-faced lie. He didn't. It's still XXX or SSS, whatever the hell it is on there. Um, but that would mean that it's not, and that's why he covered it up, is because it's a year out from registration. He should actually have 7 of 22. No, 7 of 23 on there now. And it only says what, 7 of 21, 7 of 20. Maybe 720. I don't know. It's been a while since I looked at it. Um, I guess I could look at it. Um, I know some of you have that information right in front of you. Oh, I don't have it on this phone. Never mind. I can't pull it up right now. Anyway, um, well, I think that There there are relatives in Arkansas, and he said in the past that he sends for his tags. But that would mean there has to be an address for said registration renewal to be mailed to. They will not mail them out of state because whatever they mail that to, they tell you if that's your address now, you need to register it in that state. So, and correct me if I'm wrong, somebody out there might know that Illinois, you have to have your vehicle inspected every year. You have an inspection sticker. We do here in Hawaii. I know California doesn't. They just have smog uh, certificates that you have to. They don't care about your safety. They just want to make sure that you're not polluting the air. Emptying burgers, they better be filing for all that money received by. Oh, computer chick. Yes, yes, yes. An elbow too. Let's face it. Last year when he worked and he said he made what, $21,000, but he was only able to save what, 6,000 of it? That's 21,000 you probably didn't claim that you earned. And employers don't like the IRS contacting them to get information on an employee who's not paying their taxes. Employers kind of frown on that. They don't like when their employees don't play by the rules because that means if they're not playing by the rules with the IRS, they're probably not playing by the rules working for me. All right, let me read this. You know that I have your address, full name, and your lesbian lovers. Oh, really? Okay. You pretend to be retired and buying trucks and stuff. Truth will be told or posted. You've never worked. Huh? Really? Prove it. Prove it. I'm calling you out on your bluff. Prove it. Put your money where your mouth is, Bama girl. Cowgirl, whatever the hell you want to call yourself. And Fundy, if that's you, that's bullshit. Really. No, that's not him. That's probably Bergs. Bergs or who else is, oh, maybe it is Elbow. Hmm. Well, if you have an address of mine, it's probably more than 8 years old because where I live, I haven't had a street address for over 8 years. And if you were to look up my name or however you track that, even on my license, it has my P.O. box. So, no, you don't have my address. But good try. Good try. Yeah, he's one of our Lowell's cows too. Ah, Well, he is rotting away, tribe. He is. He's having to be a ham and egger now. You know, the thing that he hated for so long and that he criticized other people for actually putting away money for that time when your car breaks down or your van steering column goes out or something of that sort. Oh, we won't let him forget about Patrick. Oh, no, no, no. No, no. Patrick's is still alive and well. And if nowhere else but in our little neck of YouTube. Yeah, Patrick. And, you know, I'm going to censor myself again. I hate when I have to do that, but it's the right thing to do. Well, for a lot of us, Danique, uh, that was no more. Um, and people tried to make that situation right and inform people that should know what that was and what it was all about and who it was and who was it all about. Unfortunately, Chicago's a very large city and they just didn't have the manpower to pursue it. And I'll leave it there. But anyway, any other subject we should touch upon? Anything else anybody wants to call me out on? You know? And see, Richie Rich, that's how you should deal with the troll. It doesn't make me mad because I know it's not true. And I find it quite hilarious that you think I'm a lesbian. That's the biggest laugh of that comment. Um, your full name and your lesbian lover's info. Right. You guys are really grasping. And you're right, it probably was Elbow or somebody, oh, or somebody working on his behalf. Because I usually don't have people coming after me. Because I really mean no harm. I just point out the obvious. And I've never called anybody out unless they've needed it or wanted it for that matter. Well, somebody had to foot the bill. Um, if I'm correct, and if my timing is right, um, he said when he got his van towed when he was in El Paso, I think, or it was on the road to El Paso. One of the two he said his insurance paid for the towing. And I can't remember it was on his way to El Paso or he was already there. But that would have been in this calendar year. So he would have already used his one toe. So that toe probably came out of his own pocket. Oh, heaven forbid that he should have to pay his own way. Oh my. Yeah, Kev, I know. It's very obvious, wasn't it? Oh, jeez. Well, they may have, Danique. I mean, you know, how many places have a steering column for a 30, what, 5-year-old van now sitting on their shelf just because it might somebody might need it someday? No, he's probably going to have to go to a junkyard to find that part, if that's in fact what it was. But he did have a problem with his power steering pump, and it left a wet spot everywhere it went, i.e., David Gunn's going back the next day showing us said wet spot. And if your power steering goes out and you have to really crank on that wheel, 30 plus years old parts are going to fail. You know, he probably would have been smart to fix the leaking power steering pump before it ruined his steering column. Now, I'm not a mechanic or anything, nor do I ever claim to be. But what I do know is a little bit about some things. And steering, power steering, uh, steering box, steering column kind of go in the same category. So one would think, if you think logically, that a problem with the part that provides assisted steering has a leak that you might want to get that fixed first so it doesn't cause problems further down the line, i.e., steering column. Just a thought, just logically thinking, connecting the dots. Well, those tribe, it's funny you say that because let's remember him at the shop asking the mechanic, where are the filler points? Where you lube it? Yeah, where are they in the back? Can you show them to me? And the guy's going, what are you talking about? There are no filler points. What the hell are you talking about, boy? So a man who says that, oh, he has mechanical knowledge because my father owned a car lot, does not mean that you have mechanical knowledge. And that man was so confused with your questions. And when you said, oh, so I have to get new boots, you know what we all thought? Yeah, just wear your red ones. Hike up your pant leg a little bit, put that red boot out there, and you might get money for that new boot and your steering. You know, there you go. Work that boot, work that lady boot. Anyway, let me read. Well, that whole van is falling apart. One of his family members said, oh, you need to just take that thing to the junkyard. His reply is, oh, it's got plenty of life left. You just got to do maintenance and repairs. Um, he does repairs when things are broken, you have to have it towed. Instead of fixing the original problem that started further up the line, that would have been a minimal charge. He could probably have done it himself if he had half a brain. But let it get to the point where you have to have that monstrous van towed. That's going to cost you. And I don't know who said this, but whoever said this was brilliant. That whoever sent out the tow, sent out the most expensive tow they had to tow that van, which is a heavy equipment, heavy vehicle wrecker in town. That probably cost him 3 times more to have it towed than it would have been somebody with, oh, say a flatbed. Just my thought, just my, just random factoid for the day. Misty Valley? I don't doubt that a bit. Yes, Kev. I thought it was you. Stop. All right. Well, I got to wrap this up. My four-legged fur baby wants to go out, and it's about time we go for our walk. So, thanks everybody for coming in. We always have a good laugh. Sometimes more than others, but hey, it could have been an off day, and that's all right. We all have our off days. So, everybody, have a wonderful evening. Have a safe weekend. And until next time, aloha.